Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Um, Today is a good day. Um, Today's the good day because I'm gonna talk about topics. Now, obviously, um, now today's topic is about my Giants. Okay, haven't really been talking about my Giants lately because obviously it's the off season and the off season is, excuse me, the off season is a drag. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really cares about the off season. Free agency is this time around. Uh, so teams are trading and trying to get compensation and trying to get draft picks and stuff is la 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 la. Okay, my Giants franchise tagged Daniel Jones, or not Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley yesterday, and I was kind of disappointed because he balled. If you look at his stats, it should say that he went over 1,000 yards. I think he scored at least 12 touchdowns. He didn't put the ball on the ground, meaning he did a fumble. Um, like what more can he possibly do? You know, because if he's not gonna get the money, like if he was not gonna get the money now, why wait? Why wait? You want him to go into the season knowing that he's not getting paid, even though they franchise tag him, which I don't understand. I understand the franchise tag, but it's stupid. It really is. You know, it's either you're gonna pay the person or you're not gonna pay him. While hold on to a person that's not really demanding, but that wants, their money. You know what I'm saying? Like if you would have picked if you would have picked between Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley, who are you going with, right? That's like that's like me saying, oh, I'm taking Tiki Barber over Eli Manning. You know, like I view running backs as I view running backs as centers in the NBA. They do all the dirty work. They never complain. They never like name me one running back that complained about their money. Probably Le'Veon Bell. That's probably one. But other than that, if you look at the most talented running backs, they never complain about their money. Who they co- like who complained the most about their money was wide receivers, defensive ends, DBs, some quarterbacks, but running backs are that position that constantly gets hammered because they take most of the punishment. And you need a running back to take pressure off the quarterback, unless he's a good darn running back. You know what I'm saying? Like when we had Earth, Wind, and Fire, we rotated around. You know what I'm saying? Not Barkley. Bradshaw had a lot of carries. Jacobs had a lot of carries. Derek Ward had a lot of carries. You know what I'm saying? And then they went from it went from Thunder and Lightning to Earth, Wind, and Fire to Brandon Jacobs and Ahmad Bradshaw. None of them complained. Yeah, they wanted money. They wanted to get paid as top running backs, but the Giants were not going to pay them. So one went the other way, the other one went somewhere else, and the other one went somewhere else. And then we had to draft David Wilson and Andre Williams, and we had to get in free agency like Rashad Jennings and Shane Vereen, which they weren't bad running backs. They weren't bad backups. Shane Vereen was mostly a backup. Jennings was most of the starter, and he did a pretty good job. But in hindsight, the reason why the Raiders didn't pay Rashad Jennings was because he wanted top money. So he said, like, look, you can either ball out this season or, you could ask for a trade and it will trade you and, you know, such and such. You know what I'm saying? So Saquon Barkley is going to go into this season not getting paid. Knock on wood, he doesn't get hurt. Okay? So you want him to go to you want him to go into another season not paid, and this is going to drag on. This really is. Franchise tag or not, this is going to drag on because if the Giants would have paid him right now, would that probably handicap their situation, their salary cap, what they want to do? You know what I'm saying? Would that handicap them? Probably. Because you already paid Daniel Jones for 4 years, which is basically 2 years, $160 million. So you was gonna pay Saquon Barkley what, 4 years, to 203 million, or 203 or 204 million. Running backs gotta get paid too. If not, y'all could just be stuck with the running backs y'all have now. Because I don't think no running backs in this draft is equal value to Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is bigger, he's faster, he's stronger. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for Saquon Barkley, Daniel Jones would have been throwing the ball 40 to 50 times a game. And that's a disaster. You never want that as a quarterback. You want to throw the ball 21 times a game, not 40 to 50. That's setting you up for failure. So the Giants got to get this done. The Giants got to get this deal done. I know what happened to Zeke. Obviously the Cowboys paid Zeke because he was very productive his rookie year, and then after that his second and his third and his fourth. And he kind of dipped a little bit, and then obviously Pollard took over, a little bit, or a lot, I should say. I think we saw a lot of Pollard this year, or last year, than previous years. They paid Zeke. Zeke underperformed. He was out of shape, you know what I'm saying? He just wasn't productive. Now you give Saquon Barkley that money, you think that he's going to do what Ezekiel Elliott did? I don't think so. I think he's going to come in here, laser focus, you know what I'm saying? And he's going to do what he can to help this team win. You know what I'm saying? As an Aquarius, just like Saquon Barkley, we don't care about money. We really don't. We just want to make the team better any way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do not let the money affect us at all. And most people say, oh, you're full of crap. And, any running back wants to get paid. Yeah, they want to get paid. But on hindsight, it's a quarterback and wide receiver league, The years after running back was like around, I would probably say 09 to 08 to 07 to 06. You could probably say 2001, or probably 1999. So there was like a good 6-year stretch where the talk of the town was the running backs, right? It was a running back driven league. And then after that, it went to the wide receivers. And then after that, it went back to the quarterbacks. And after that, it went back to the quarterbacks again. And then the quarterbacks again. And then the quarterbacks again. So the Giants have to have leverage. You don't want to put your eggs in one basket. So if Saquon Barkley have to perform to the highest level again until he gets paid, then so be it. I'll sit out. Shoot, if I was Saquon Barkley, I would sit out because this is bull crap. I worked my butt off last year to come back. I nearly single-handedly dragged y'all to the playoffs because it was a Daniel Jones to Saquon Barkley connection. It wasn't just like Daniel Jones, did it himself, you know what I'm saying? And 15 touchdowns is not going to cut it. He has to go to the 30, 32, 33 range, Like, that's below average if you're throwing for 15 touchdowns every single season. That's freaking, that's Geno Smith territory right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. At least 27. Hell, Eli Manning had 27 touchdowns in 2010. You know what I'm saying? And you have to win a Super Bowl. Now, obviously, I'm not putting this all on Daniel Jones, but he is the quarterback. And the quarterback is going to take 90% of the blame. The running back, if he's underperforming, he'll probably take 40%. Management is probably going to take 1,000%. Like, you have 11 picks. There is no excuse why this team shouldn't go far. You can fix the O-line, get Daniel Jones some young receivers to work with, get all that trash receiver. Well, I'm not gonna say trash, but get rid of the wide receivers that isn't working. Hodge was pretty good. Slayton, pretty good. Sterling, he gotta go. He can't stay healthy. I like him. He's another Aquarius, but he has to go. Unless, I don't know, he's gonna have to go. The running back position, we have to upgrade on the running back. We have to have a solid veteran, consistent running game, because I don't think Saquon Barkley has ever gotten that. Matt Barrio is good, don't get me wrong, but he's not that person that's going to push Saquon Barkley. You know what I'm saying? Like how David Wilson, you remember when David Wilson had Ahmad Bradshaw? That's the type of veteran, because Bradshaw has been through it all. And, he's been through Tom Coughlin's doghouse because he fumbled a lot. So did David Wilson. But his speed was just so out of this place. I remember me playing Madden 25 with Barry Sanders on the cover. That dude had like a 96 speed on the rating chart. 96. It's fast. So Saquon Barkley needs that mentor, like a running back who's won a championship. You know what I'm saying? Like I always wanted Frank Gore to play for us, but obviously, he likes the warm weather. That's why he went to Cali, to 49ers, and then after that he went to the Colts. You know what I'm saying? So he likes warm weather places. He went to Miami. So he likes warm weather places. He don't like cold climates, you know. I think that's why he's been durable for so long, Come to think about it. But anyways, man, like we need that veteran presence, And Matt Barrea's been on the block for a while, but Saquon Barkley just needs that championship leader pedigree. You know what I'm saying? And Daniel Jones, listen, Daniel Jones is gonna do what Daniel Jones do. You know, like if the front office can build around him, because remember again, we have 11 draft picks. There's some teams that have 12. The Raiders have 12. The Chiefs have 12. We have 11. So out of those 11 draft picks, like I said, man, there's no excuse. We got to go all the way this year. The AFC, the NFC conference, the NFC division is weak. The only three teams, probably the only two teams we have to worry about is Philly, the 49ers, and who else? Tom Brady just retired. So it's wide open. The NFC, Aaron Rodgers is about to leave. Maybe, maybe not. So the NFC East division and conference is wide the hell open. So why not let it fly this year? Now, obviously, injuries is gonna happen. That's a part of the game, you know. But with the talent that we got, add some defensive presence or add some defensive pieces to the mix. We'll be ready to go come August or September. So the Giants, please just pay him, because again, this is gonna drag. This really is. They're gonna keep on talking about it every single day. They're gonna be talking about it every single day. They don't care if you get franchise tag. Look how much they're talking about Lamar Jackson. Like, come on. Every single day talking about Lamar Jackson. Every single day talking about Aaron Rodgers. So you think that they're gonna just ignore Saquon Barkley? Oh, he just gets franchise tag. Franchise tag is like a lazy way to keep a person, you know, under the luxury tax, kind of. You know, it's like a big tip. Like, I'll give you $1,000 if you don't, if your food is good. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a, big tip. They tipped Saquon Barkley, like, look, we like your production, but we got to see more of you. You know what I'm saying? If I was Saquon Barkley, like I said, I'll take my talent's house. I'll test free agency. You know, if some other team is willing to pay me the money that I want, like a Carolina, they just got rid of Christian McCaffrey. But I don't think Saquon Barkley wants to go there. I think he wants to go to a winning team. You know, the Saints. The Saints are a prime example. Or the Chiefs. Look at the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Or the Jets. You know. So if other teams are willing to give Saquon Barkley the money, then bounce. Then bounce. Because you showed what you did. You showed what you did this year. There's no excuse on why the Giants won't pay you. But they paid freaking Daniel Jones. Which Daniel Jones underperformed this year, but obviously it's a team game, so you have to count defense and special teams as well, and offense. But, to me, Daniel Jones underachieved. You know, if you look at his stats this year, it was pathetic. I think he could have done more. But again, he was tied. He didn't really have receivers. Receivers couldn't really get separation. He's playing with a lot of D's and C players. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't necessarily have that number one threat. You know what I'm saying? Like he should have. You know, but until the Giants get the running game going, the passing game going, the defenses are right. Just add a couple of pieces. Have a decent returner. Because James is not it. Richie James, he fumbled like a lot this year. So we have to find, that, you know, Dominic Hickson type of punt returner. But other than that, we should be ready to go, man. We should be ready to go. The NFC East is wide open. The NFC Conference is wide open. Like I said, the only two teams we have to worry about is 49ers and the Eagles. That's it. And the Cowboys. That's it. Other than that, we can win at least 11, 10 games. But, it's all up in the air now. So us fans, all we could do is just watch and wait, I guess. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other.